Hi, it's Jon Mitchell, Mayor of New Bedford, with this week's installment of the Mayor's Update. So, in the beginning of July now, and we've started the new fiscal year, which starts on July 1. And one of the things that I want to talk about that's new this week is something that I had proposed in my State of the City address a few months ago, which is the creation of an arts and culture fund in the city. And lots of cities that have artistic assets like we do, and we have an awful lot, ordinarily have a person that's dedicated to promoting arts in the community and promoting it outside the community so that people come and visit to see the art scene. We in New Bedford are blessed to have a very vibrant arts community, and we're one of these places that has a very long established arts community that goes all the way back to the whaling days, and that's a huge asset for us. And I felt very strongly that we had to make the most of that asset, whether it's our big cultural facilities like the Zeiterion or the Whaling Museum, or the the College of Visual and Performing Arts at UMass Dartmouth downtown, or our artist lofts in the north end and the south end and Old Mill Space, or if it's some of the events like AHA or the summer concerts. I mean, these are things that we really want to promote. By promoting them, we get kids involved in the arts life of the community, which is an important thing too, as part of their education. So we worked very closely with the City Council, and the City Council deserves a lot of credit for being open to this new idea, and it's really not going to cost the city anything significant. We're taking a portion of the hotel tax that we receive every year, and we're going to be using that tax to fund this position. So we're really looking forward to really putting New Bedford on the national scene as an arts center, and this will help us bring more artists into the city, to help us generate more public art, to have more arts-related events like this week's Folk Festival, which is a really big thing. Or if it's like things like summer concerts, or just promoting arts in our schools, this is a position that will really help. So we look forward to getting going with that. And again, I just really want to emphasize that it wouldn't have happened without the close working relationship with the City Council. The other thing I wanted to mention this week is that the visit of President Fonseca from Cape Verde, who's here in New Bedford. He's been here before, and we welcome him back. And the President's visit, I think, signifies again the importance of our Cape Verdean community to the worldwide Cape Verdean community. Cape Verde is a set of islands in the Atlantic, as you all know, but the New Bedford connection is old and strong. We've had a Cape Verdean community in our city for well over 150 years, and it remains as strong as ever. And the President's visit here is really an affirmation of that. So we're very proud of, as we celebrated last week, Cape Verdean independence. This week we get the President, which is a neat thing, and we want to continue to build our ties with the Cape Verde Islands, Cabo Verde, as it's ordinarily called. And then the last thing is we've seen some real good progress in the State House in Boston on offshore wind legislation. We believe that if the legislation shakes out the way we think in the next few weeks, that New Bedford will really be in the driver's seat as that industry comes to the United States. Right now there are some 80 utility-scale offshore wind farms in Northern Europe. It's an industry that's been around for about 25 years, and it hasn't arrived yet in the United States, but when it does, it's going to touch down right here in New Bedford and create job opportunities. And we've talked a lot about offshore wind in the last few years, and it takes a long time for any new industry to get off the ground, but it is moving, and we're going to continue to be in the thick of it. I want to thank our State House delegation for being strong supporters of promoting offshore wind throughout Massachusetts, but particularly here in our city. So with all that, there's good stuff happening. If you look around the city, there's an awful lot of projects going on, and both private sector projects as well as public sector projects, and we want to keep it all going and make the most of our opportunities. We'll see you next week.